Hello everyone and welcome to Roll by Rolls. I am your Dungeon Master, Richard Barlow, and we are about to get right back into where we left off last week. Before a quick recap, our heroes are on the island of Anuradae. They were exploring and they found something in the swampy waters trying to pull them under, and it ended up being frog creatures that they had to battle. There were many of them disappearing into the water, pulling them under, surrounding them whenever they got pulled under the water. But they finally bested them. They froze a lot of them, killed a lot of them, and once they finished their battle, they kind of started to regroup, and they heard a huge bellowing roar coming from one side of the island, and it is unknown what this loud roar came from. So that is where we left off. And we are going to get right back into it in this week's episode. Enjoy. Okay, so you just heard that roar, and now it's up to you guys.
I would like to cry. No.
I roll for tears.
I just got out of my paralysis, so I would have no idea what that noise is.
Okay, do we need healing? Because I feel like whatever's coming we might need to be healed before we deal with it.
Rune, regroup.
What? Kellidir said regroup.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You are not like 30 feet.
Yes, I am, actually.
You are like exactly 30 feet.
That's far.
That's a lot of yelling.
There's water.
But yeah, how do you get back?
I'm waiting.
There's things in the water, isn't there?
We
Are there?
killed them all.
We killed them all.
Okay.
I waved
I
back.
don't know.
Do it without the DM watching. He's not looking. Move. Everybody regain
That's
your
fine.
spell
Nothing was
slots.
gonna happen anyway. I'm pulling up everyone's D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I was on that other island.
We saw that.
Yeah, well, there's something there.
What
There's
does it look
something
like?
there.
Well, I don't know.
There's
You guys
something.
called me back before I could look at it.
But did you hear the sound? That sounded big and scary?
Yeah, it came from over there.
Where you were?
No, the other corner.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should go away from that corner. Just a thought.
Maybe we go back to my corner. Because I had something on it. Oh, wait, no, my corner was over here. No, it wasn't. It was
your
over
corner,
there.
you were, yeah.
Where's your corner? Did you put a flag down? Like,
I can remember where I was.
Did you get hit in the head at all?
No.
I mean,
Did
he
you?
was paralyzed, so.
I mean, it's possible.
Okay, I think we should get, off of this island and somewhere a little bit
Well,
less croaky.
What if that place, that large thing that made that large noise was only angry because it saw Rune over there doing something with whatever was over there?
It wasn't where I was. And also, we haven't even found what we're looking for, have we?
What are we looking for again?
A bracelet.
A bracelet.
Or information about the pirates associated with said bracelet.
Right, pirates.
But hopefully a bracelet.
Anyways, I'm gonna go back over there. What?
Stay with the group.
I'll
Buddy
walk over.
system.
Oh, okay, yeah, we should all have buddies. But we're an uneven group, so we should all be each other's buddies.
Yes, moving as a group.
Okay. Can we link arms and walk across the water?
I am not linking arms with Eddie.
I will gladly
Kelly is linking arms.
Who's the tallest one of us? Is it Kelly?
Yeah.
And you're right next to me. Okay.
I just pick you up with my arm. No.
Well, you're that much taller. I'm just dangling from your arm. I have to reach up to hold onto your elbow.
Before, weren't you? So
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
That's
when
so
you came
different.
back to the center island, it was up to here on you.
I could doggy paddle.
Oh, so
I
chin
don't
level.
like it.
Chin
The
level,
water's
yeah.
about chin level
Dietrich
on
just
us.
kind of reaches out his hands to pick up Greya.
Greya hops in. Okay.
Cool, so you guys are heading back over to the other island?
I'm carrying her like a small child.
Are you
Or it's not
football
really-
grabbing me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, what?
Football.
Cool.
Greya's stoked about it. She's like, yeah, we should get
Okay,
a
so what
baby
order
Bjorn.
are you going over in? Are you all walking side by side?
Caldear and what's football room? We'll go ahead. We'll leave.
You'll go first? Okay.
And then I will go behind them.
Okay.
With Greya in your arms like a
Alita,
baby.
you'll take up the rear.
It's quite nice.
Cool.
It is. I like it.
Can I just do a check, like to see if I can see anything on the island as we're approaching?
As you're approaching? Yeah.
Slowly.
I should
Do a
probably do a
perception.
perception check.
I am carrying you like I am going on a vacation and
8, but I think I had. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, 8.
So you see there's, it looks to be like a little, like, hut, almost. And that's, like, kind of in the center of the island. And that's really all you can make out.
Is it like dilapidated?
You can't see yet.
Is it beautiful? Okay.
It's a shack.
It's fun. Okay.
Oh, if I could retrack for a moment or retrace, you called me all the way back to that middle island to do healing, and then no healing happened. So what's going on?
Who needs to be healed?
You guys are currently walking in the swamp.
Yeah, we're just talking about it.
Okay. Taking a stroll.
Dietrich has like a little cut across the street.
Okay.
I mean, I have like 8 damage, so.
May I look back to where the roar came from, see if I can see anything from that direction?
Sure.
Just straight perception.
Just perception, yep.
Oh, nat
Oh.
20.
Ooh.
Plus, so it'd be 21.
Okay. Where, like, put where you are when you're seeing
So
it.
we're in the water right now. I'd be.
So you're about halfway in between, you'd
I've
say?
just barely come off the island.
Is
Yeah,
it
so
real?
we're about
Okay.
here.
So you look over, and you can take off the cover there,
Which
if you want.
is Uncharted DVD, or like a game.
Game.
Uncharted territory.
I don't.
Uncharted the
It's
movie.
not a movie yet. They're working on it.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. We'll get into that later. So you don't currently see any, like, beings or anything there, but you can see at the very back of it, there is, like, a big rock cut, and it looks like maybe there's a cave there. But you're a little too... Oh, no, you got nat 20. There's a big cave there. And you can't quite see in it because it's dark in there,
I don't
but
know if
there's
I
nothing else on the island except for at the back a rock cut with a really big cave.
Alright. I'll relay that as we're walking through
Yeah.
the swamp.
Oh, sorry. Did you?
Yes, correct.
Because I'm still in
arms.
in Dietrich's arms. Do you? So, like, how much do you need to be healed for?
I mean, I think I'm okay. I just have a bit of a scrape on my face. I
Okay.
mean, I know it went down, but I think that was something else.
Okay. Also, big cave, huh?
That is what I said. In
Yes.
fact.
I've never been in a cave before. I'm not saying we should go or anything. I know a big scary noise came from over there, but
I kind of want to go in the cave.
I could check out that thing that Caladier saw over there.
Oh, yeah, I want to check that out first.
Have you guys been walking forward this whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're on the other island now.
Hope so, otherwise we're very slow.
Yeah. I mean, it is difficult
meandering.
terrain, but...
All right, so how big is this hut? It seems really small. Is it more like a lean-to, or is it like...
No, that's just my drawing is not great. But it's like... It's similar size to when you, on your, like, first encounter with
gotcha.
someone's hut. About the same size as that. Like, someone could live in here.
Are there any
But-
little windows?
There are, yes. But
Cool.
you can also, you're now also close enough that you see the one side of it is completely torn apart.
Oh.
So you can totally look in.
Oh, perfect. I was gonna, my next question was gonna be how high off the ground are the windows?
Actually,
Great.
torn apart
Yeah.
like
Like,
like-
half this shack is totally destroyed, roof, walls, and all.
like intentionally, like it naturally deteriorating.
No.
No what?
It's
Not naturally.
it is like this wood is totally split apart, and like this isn't something that would just happen. You don't even need to roll to see that. Like
Fantastic.
this
Okay.
wood is still good wood, so like the fact that it's broken doesn't make sense.
Hey, Greya,
Yeah.
heal me.
Okay. from still in Dietrich's arms, I reach over to where Kaladir is holding.
I'm gonna hold Bruno.
Okay. And I cast how much?
I only need 8.
Oh, okay. So I cast Cure Wounds. I touch you, just bop you on the nose, and that's 1d8. Where's my d8? Okay. Oh, 8. You're fine. 8 plus 4.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Greya, would you like me to put you down?
If you want, sure. I don't mind though. I'm having fun.
He's just gonna keep holding her.
Okay.
Cool. So that's what you see right now. Is you just see the shack, and then what you want to do over here is up to you.
Dietrich is gonna walk over with Greya in his arms to the shack.
Okay.
And he's gonna look inside, see if he can find anything that pertains to what they're looking to.
Greya's looking too, because I'm in his arms.
So you're like going right inside of it. Cool. So if you want to do an investigation.
Sure.
Can Greya do one?
Kaladir would like to just be, I don't know what direction this is, but just facing it where we heard.
Facing where the noise came from.
Just to keep an eye.
Okay.
You know.
I'm gonna
Do
put you
a
down, I assume.
do a perception to see how well you're keeping an
Since
eye
I'm
out.
facing the same way,
Oh, I
I'll
forgot
also
he's
do a
an idiot.
You're
perception.
gonna do a lookout as well.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still holding her.
And Aleda,
What is this over here?
you can go
I would like to
look at it if you want.
Yes. I rolled
19.
That's way better than mine. I got a 6.
What'd you get? Sorry,
16.
16.
10.
10? Okay. And then before I tell you guys what you found, Aleda, if you could do, are you like solely investigating that, or are you just kind of looking
just
around?
investigating that.
Just okay. So roll an investigation as well.
Not natural 20.
Nat 20. Okay.
Not natural.
Not nat.
Dirty
Dirty 20. Okay. So first I'll say Dietrich and Greya. Mostly Dietrich, but you're there as well. So what you're seeing in here is like something something huge broke in.
It's because she's in my arms.
Yeah, I'm laying
holding her
flat.
like
And you see the bed that is in there is totally flipped over. The mattress is on a different side of the room. There was it looked like a little stove in there. That's not where there's a chimney coming up from it. It's like stove/fireplace, and the chimney is broken, and the stove is clearly not where it originally was. And it's just an absolute disaster. And so while you're looking around, there's also a table flipped up, and you kind of look behind that table, and you see a bottle with a piece of paper sticking out of it. And there's, in my bottle, there's little plants. You don't see that. This is just from my wedding. But there is some blood splatter on this as well as around the shack.
I don't
Okay.
understand why you would ruin your wedding prop for.
Are you not dedicated to the immersion of our players?
I mean, I could have. I just at the time didn't have fake blood. We have 20 of those.
Can you put me out so I can reach the bottle? So Greya grabs it. So now we just have it in the bottle.
So before you do that, I'll just say, Aleda, you see this is clearly there's nothing necessarily interesting about nothing tampered with or anything like that. But this was just used. It's like a little trap for getting fish. If you pull up on the string with your 20, which you would probably do, a little basket comes up that's just filled with fish. What you would know, especially you as a cook, this amount of fish, whoever built this trap, is getting a ridiculous amount of fish that's too much for one person, which it looks like would only be able to live in this shack. So you don't know why someone would need this much fish, because it would very quickly go bad before they could get through all this fish.
Alright.
And then, what did you roll, sorry, Kelly?
19.
19 for perception. So you don't see anything. Nothing's really happening on the island. Yeah, and that's really it. Nothing is happening.
Keep, facing that
Yeah.
direction.
And same, if you're keeping lookout
And I guess I
room.
can
There's
put
also
room
there's
down.
not much.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Don't wander off from the group again.
Well, we're on the
still has
smallest
Grant.
island.
You were on the smallest island before, and you still left.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. So what did people find?
Are you asking me?
Are you
I'm
joining,
asking
are you joining back
everyone.
up, or are
No,
you
I'm
still?
still in the
Are
house.
you still
Yeah,
in the
we're
house?
still in the
Oh,
house.
okay, never mind. I'm gonna wander over to Aleda.
I found a whole lot of fish. So I will be coming back from these later. I'm gonna put the
Wait,
Putting it back in?
putting the basket back in the water.
That's a lot of fish.
Yes, it's significantly more than one person would need. Perhaps even more than all of those frog fellows would need that we met.
So, what was this fish feeding?
I'm assuming whatever that made that noise over that way.
I think you should take the fish now.
Oh, okay, so then it does need us, maybe? Okay, I'll pull the basket back out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, if you want to look at your bottle
Hey,
and note that you found.
Grant takes one hand, so we each hold it in one hand.
Okay.
We each unscroll one R.
What do you think it is before we unscroll it?
I'm hoping it's a map.
Oh, I was going to say like a love letter.
Oh, that's better. That's better. I'm hoping it's a love letter.
Okay, we're going to roll it.
Okay.
Oh, it's lots of words. Probably love words.
I'll read it. Reinhardt, I am afraid I have made a terrible mistake, and I'm in desperate need of your help. It's not sounding like a love letter.
It could still be a love
Okay.
letter.
I made my island an undesirable environment in hopes that no one would stay long enough to discover the bangle. The bangle.
Oh, that's the bracelet. Oh, okay, so...
For many years, this worked. There was only I on this island and very few visitors. However, word must have spread that I was in possession of the bangle as crews began to arrive in search of it. The first couple I was able to best and drive them away, but I fear I would not be able to do this for long. I used some of my magic to enhance the abilities of the creatures who had come to call this island home.
Are those the frogs we saw?
Maybe.
I'm hoping that's all that he's talking about.
Same. A small army of warriors that would help defend this island. They were wonderful. However, one of them began to get overrun by greed, eating anything in sight and hoarding anything it found of value. Maybe that's the big thing.
Or maybe that's one of the frogs we already killed.
Hopefully. It continued to grow out of control and began feeding on the others. I don't think so. Many of them now have dedicated their time to hunting in order to keep this monster at bay. Even I have set up fishing traps so that I may feed it to keep it from harming the others, or myself. I do not wish to take away the life I have given those creatures, but if you could help me defeat the beast and then use the same spell you did on your land. This is all very strange.
Wait, the spell? I wonder what spell that is. That Reinhold used on his land, because was there any kind of magic protecting?
I don't know, there's a little bit more. Maybe it gives it away. So that we may finally live in peace on this island. Please, my friend, you are the closest to me other than Nodless, and I fear my message would not get to him. The beast grows every day, and I fear I do not have much time before he turns his eye to me. Your friend, Rosford. Do you think he got eat?
Oh no, that would be so sad.
Maybe we should tell the others.
Why did he never send the letter? Why is it still here?
Maybe he meant to, and then...
Something happened to him.
Hi!
I couldn't help but overcome reading.
You gave me a heart attack!
Sorry.
Yeah,
I found a lot of fish.
you found a letter. It's not a good one.
I mean, it's well written.
Yes, it's not a mark on the author of the letter, but it doesn't sound good. It's very generous of you.
I feel like there might be a giant frog person over in that cave.
I'm really hoping there's not, but it sounds a lot like it.
I think the captain of this island might have... Well, I think he might have been eaten.
I think I have its dinner, but I don't know if it'll be enough to make it based off of the contents of that letter. I have like just this huge basket of this dripping all over my clothes and the floor and everything.
Right after you say that, you hear the big roar again.
Okay, I have an idea. Do you guys remember the frogsicles? I think we should start collecting some dead frog bodies, like, immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little morbid, but I really don't want to get eaten by a big frog.
I mean, I don't want to get eaten by a giant frog either.
So, because it said it was eating the other ones, so if we collect a bunch of those, then maybe it'll be enough to fill it up and it won't eat us.
Right.
Fair enough. I will put down the giant basket of fish
I will put down
on,
Rhea.
on the island just outside the shack.
Sorry, what are we feeding?
We're going frog hunting.
Again.
Okay.
We're going to collect the dead bodies. This letter says there's a giant frog monster on here or something that is eating things.
Well, I think we knew that. What else does it say?
It wasn't the little frogs that we were hunting before. This might be a giant one.
Oh.
Also, I think the Bengal was probably here.
That's good news.
Or inside the giant frog.
Oh no, do you think?
Well, it says here you just gave me this letter, and it says that it hoards things as well. It eats things and it hoards things. So maybe it hoards the bangle.
It's pretty greedy.
I hope it's not inside the frog.
How big were these frogs we just killed again? They're bigger than me. They're bigger than you.
Yeah, they were like 4 feet.
I'm gonna say that this
They're bigger
frog
than us.
Okay, so
bigger than me.
so they should be full from eating the frogs. Is that what you're implying? I hope it.
No, I'm implying that I can't carry a frog.
You can do anything you set your mind to.
Thank you, Greya.
You're welcome.
I could probably carry a couple of frogs.
The water makes it easier to collect them.
Oh, I can float it.
Yes.
I can float it next to me.
Yes, I'm happy to try and collect as many as I can.
Elida could also use that neat thing she does.
I can do that.
She does a lot of neat things.
I do, thank you.
That's true,
very
but I mean
nice.
the thing that she just did with the ice and the water. And
Making
stuff.
frog cubes.
Okay.
All right.
Because she can move the yes.
All right.
In that case, do we have to get back into the water? Can you move them from here?
If something is within 30 feet of me, I can move it.
So you'll have to get
I will
closer.
have to get closer.
Good luck. Have fun.
You're not helping at all?
I'll come with.
Thank you.
Provide like.
Yeah, Kelly will.
We can. The two of us together can get one frog.
Okay.
Perhaps let's just corral. Where are we collecting all these bodies once we found them?
I guess that island over there.
The one in the middle or the
The-
far one?
The far
The one
I
with
don't
the cave.
know if I want to go to that island.
Well, that's where we're going eventually, isn't it?
It is.
So yeah, let's bring them there. Why exhaust ourselves otherwise?
We should also bring the fish, probably. Although, do you think we'll need both?
I don't
Well,
think it would.
I mean, he's turned on people, so I think maybe.
Okay.
All right.
We're bringing a big basket of fish and
Cool.
going back into the water
Okay.
towards the middle island where most of the corpses of the
I'm gonna carry you again.
Okay.
frogs are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so most of like some of them died kind of closer to the peninsula or like kind of in
water.
like the direct middle of all these 3 first islands that you went to. But there I think were 4 or 5 of them that died close. We'll say 5 of them.
Okay.
Close enough to this island that if you go to the center island, you could grab them.
Okay.
Cool.
We go to the center island and we grab some frogs, people.
Because some had floated that way.
It was the other way.
Remember?
Oh right, we had
Oh, where's that frog?
this map is
You're like,
reversed.
this body floated this way.
they're all within this area.
Oh, yeah.
So just the 5 of them are really close to the center island. The other ones, depending on how far you want to go out.
Sounds good.
We grab some frog people.
We
And
grab
fish.
some frog people.
So make
Yeah.
your way to the center island.
Yeah, because I think 5 is probably as many as we can carry, too.
Someone can take 2.
Can I take? Are they small enough? I could grab two.
Probably. Whoever wants to take one, I'll get to do a strength check,
Okay.
and then we'll see how you manage.
I'm bringing the ones that are still in the cubes just closer to the island because I can. Probably just
So you notice there's no more cubes.
Oh, they
Will they melt it?
Oh no.
You were on that
something-
island looking around for a
For
bit.
more than an hour, you're right. Oh gosh, those things are still alive.
Yeah. So when you get to the center island, you go to get your ice guys, and there are no more ice guys.
Sorry, I don't often have to worry about that.
I mean, hopefully, they fear us now.
Grant and I are going to try and move a frog together.
One frog together. Okay. So you can roll both strength and then add it together.
Okay. Good. Good.
Rune, teamwork.
Oh no! I told you guys these dice.
Yes, the dice.
They know they're not your dice.
Yeah, I'm rolling. See, I told you guys it's the dice. For the listeners,
So you know for next time.
I originally rolled a 3, and the new dice rolled an 18 because the old dice are cursed.
Those are my dice. That's so rude.
Strength. Sorry. So I rolled a 5 with the cursed dice, but with real dice, I rolled a 20.
Okay, so you got a 5.
11.
11. Okay, you guys are able to take one.
It was
Yeah.
a valiant effort.
And then
Rune is doing
Dietrich
most
was
of the
trying to do 2? Or just one?
Story of my life.
He'll do 2. He's showboaty. He'll do 2.
Let him try.
I mean, are you just collecting dead bodies in the water?
No, I'm just thinking of something else, but I'll let it go. Well, they're dead.
Yes, they are dead. No, the ice
So you're
killed
fine.
them.
Oh, like,
The thing that happened to you when you touched one.
oh,
Oh.
But it's fine. They're dead.
okay.
Technically, that's not how it would work in real life, probably.
Nope.
But,
We're living
Well,
right now-
why don't you roll with
a
it?
planner. You know.
I mean, he would do it anyway.
Strategist.
Unthinking.
I'm thinking he has no brain.
An adorable group
no,
of
I already
dummies.
decided you're
Okay.
fine, so you're fine.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm making a strength check.
You say you're just doing one, eh?
No, he'll do 2.
We'll try 2?
Yeah, he's a showboat. Well, he doesn't get the first one. Yeah, no 4. Nope,
4?
6.
Nope.
Maybe these are a lot heavier than they actually look.
He just slips in the mud in the water.
Rune and Greya over there carrying one. No, I think they're
You're
okay.
gonna try to do 2? Okay, Keldir, roll.
Just use your knees.
9.
You don't get one either.
Oh
So neither of you get any.
I'm just using my cantrip to freeze them and just bring them in closer.
Okay, cool.
Just letting them float, manipulating the water so they come in closer.
How many are you doing that to?
As many as I reasonably could in 30 seconds. Each time it takes 6 seconds. I can move each cube 5 feet within 6 seconds.
Okay, we'll
Math,
say...
so 3.
Yeah, you can do 3.
Yeah.
So altogether, you guys get 4 on the move. And then Keldir and Dietrich, you're just...
They're heavier than they look, aren't they, Dietrich?
They are. Great,
Actually
helpful.
shocking.
They're
Guys did great.
Thanks. It's so heavy.
I can help a little.
Now we got this.
You're right.
I think it's good to have some people,
You guys can
with
carry
their
the
weapons
fish.
ready, or just, their hands free.
Right.
I think that's good. Good
puts up his
strategic
fist.
thinking.
Defeatedly pull out my sword.
Okay, so as you walk over, does anyone have the fish? You still have the fish?
Oh, I brought it to this island, but I probably put it down while I was
Okay,
manipulating.
so the fish are sitting on the island while you're bringing the frogs over.
Oh, maybe we should have brought the
I'm
fish.
gonna hand the fish over to Dietrich since he has nothing in his hands.
Alright.
Yeah.
But now we
Do you
can't
want me
punch
to make a
anything.
strength check?
Yeah.
Oh
It's a big bucket of fish.
12.
You're good. You can carry it.
It has handles. Ergonomic ones.
Yeah. Okay, so you're on your way over. Everyone make a perception check on your way over.
no. Okay, I'm using these dice.
My perception is clearly focused on floating these frog cubes because I got a 6.
Okay, yeah. You're really focused.
I also got a 6, but these, this
This frog is heavy for
great.
you. Yeah.
13.
12.
12. Not as heavy for you. And 13? Dietrich?
13.
13?
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, Rune, Kellier, and Dietrich, as you're walking, you think you hear, none of you can really make it out clearly, but you think you hear just like a little, but you can't really tell where it's coming from, or if maybe it's like the creaking of this wooden basket that you're carrying. But yeah, you guys just hear that.
Everyone, hold.
In the middle of the water.
Yeah.
Rune
We freeze.
and Freya up to their necks.
Can I try to see towards the island again?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not the island. Like
The cave.
The caved island?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do another perception looking that way. 8. That island still looks the same as it did when you started.
Man, I can't wait to die.
All right, looks clear.
All right.
All right.
So we're going?
We're going.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure thing, Captain.
So we're moving.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys make it there.
That's a
Okay.
good game.
And then, so you're at the edge of the island. What do you want to do?
I think we should drop these things and go back.
Dietrich is gonna put the basket down.
So you drop and run?
Bye.
But it'll lead it out so we can survey what it looks like
Mhm.
before we need to go
Should
into the
we
cave
retreat back to the
blindly.
cabin?
I mean, I'm pretty fast. Would you like me to
But what if...
entice it?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Well, should we leave all this stuff here at once then? Because what if... What if this is our only shot to get past it?
We're walking, we're talking.
So maybe we should hide instead? And then when it comes out, we can run past it into the cave?
We
Is that what you
probably
mean?
While you guys are on the edge talking about this, you suddenly just... so, you see at the edge of the island some footprints that are like basically just like circles with like what you can tell would probably be like toes, but they're very close together, so it really mostly looks like just an enclosed circle.
Like an elephant foot?
Similar to an elephant foot, yes. And there's some water in there because of the rain and everything.
Yeah.
And you see it ripple, and you slightly feel the ground shaking. And then so like you see it ripple a couple times, and the ground shakes, and the ground starts shaking a little harder, and then you hear the roar again coming from inside the cave.
Can I take a hide action?
You can.
Okay.
Where can you hide?
There's still trees, like there's trees around
You would dip
everywhere.
in the water?
Yeah, you guys can easily sink down.
What? What's it called? What is that?
Stealth?
It's... Oh shit! I forgot I'm not a rogue. So that's a 16.
16? Okay, you managed to get behind one of the trees along the perimeter.
Maybe if we don't move, it can't see us.
No, where are you going?
We're gonna back up.
Okay. Backing up into the water.
Hiding behind a tree.
I'm gonna try and hide.
Yeah, so
behind
you're
the tree
like
as well.
over at the either whatever way you want to go, but right at the perimeter is where the trees
Yeah.
are. So
Yeah.
like on either side.
Okay. Oh, like
Yeah.
oh, like here in the green. Okay, I see.
Are you hiding too? Is that why you went over there?
Yeah, I went over there in the water by the tree line.
Yes, I think all of us are going to try and take cover. I
Yes.
think it's fair to
Taking
say.
cover? Okay, everyone roll stealth then.
Oh, I am not a stealthy boy.
Oh, well, that didn't even...
I've been rolling garbage today.
Wow. You know, guys, I could just stay out here.
What did you roll, teacher?
It might actually be good. I think I rolled a 9. I mean, it's not good.
Good.
But it's better than what I think it is.
I know I roll advantage because of my armor, but I rolled that one. So
No, if you're rolling with advantage, it's still no.
He rolls with disadvantage.
Oh, decent.
Yeah, so you're not getting worse than that.
Yeah.
So you Keladier, in all your wisdom from fighting in wars and having to take cover, you just kind of crouch down.
He's ready. Yeah, no, it's an 11 actually.
11?
Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to get behind a tree. You're not like fully covered, but you
Keladier,
are.
What are you doing?
And then Rue?
What we do in the
12.
Feywild.
Since you're small, you get mostly behind a tree. And Aleda.
I got a 19.
19.
Very nice. No.
You have your choice. You can either be completely covered by a tree, or since you are able to do so, you can just fully submerge yourself under the water.
Can I ready an action?
I'm gonna go behind a tree.
Behind a tree? Okay. If you want, yeah.
If can I hold an Eldritch Blast in case if whatever comes out attacks Keladier?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we did have the idea of bait, so.
I didn't mean Keladier.
This isn't a discussion.
So
This is my
the shaking of the ground gets heavier and heavier, and you can now hear the footsteps coming with it. Each shake of the ground has a footstep, and then out of the darkness from the cave, you see emerge a giant, slightly bigger than what like an elephant is, but walking like an elephant, but it's a frog. This giant frog, and it's got, again, similar to elephant feet. It's like if
It's
an
a
elephant and a
dinosaur.
frog had a baby, had a giant baby, this is it.
How did you make a frog not cute? Amazing. So
It can still be. Elephants are adorable.
Okay.
I don't know
What?
about a frog anymore.
Look at me like that.
Somebody do like
So
a
it starts
mashup of this.
coming out, and it's like you can tell it's like surveying the ground and like sniffing, and it walks up to some of the dead frogs, and it just chomps into one and like bites its head off with one bite. And while it's doing this, since you rolled a nat 1, this is very scary, and you're kind of shaking. So your armor is making some sounds. So it kind of, while it's eating, it hears you, and it looks up and just kind of stares at you. And it doesn't make a move, but you're staring right back at it.
Okay. When we come across, I still have my longsword out from when we were in the water, so like I'm ready. Maybe.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not moving.
It steps forward,
Okay.
and it steps like on one of the frogs, and like just
Whoa.
smashes it, and comes towards you, and gets like right in your face.
Okay.
And it's like sniffing, and it takes one big exhale after it sniffs, and like blows like gross mucus all over you, and your hair is kind of blowing. And then like it's not opening its mouth or anything, but like it kind of starts to make like this weird growl, frog croak sound.
Can I do something?
You can do whatever you
Oh
want. This
my
is
goodness.
happening in your face.
Dietrich's just like on the other side. That's not right.
Grant's back
Can
in.
I'm gonna
I
cast.
heard it.
I'm gonna cast Shocking Touch on it, which is a 1d8. Oh, I haven't played D&D long. What is it? 1d8. Okay.
Well, first it's
I know
You have to roll it.
I know. I'm just getting ready. Okay. Okay. So that's 16.
Yeah, you get him.
Okay. I'm so scared. Okay. Is it just a 1d8? 1d8! It's a 7.
A 7?
Yeah. And can
Okay.
I also do my bonus action and get my shield up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like bump him in the nose, put up the shield, and I'm going to back up.
Just grab him by the nose.
And I put up my shield, and I'm going to like scurry back.
Okay. So the shot goes through it. It like lets out the big roar again. It doesn't seem very phased by this.
Okay.
But it's
fine.
angry now.
Good. awesome.
And I will say it was like taking action with Keldir, so if you want to, that readied action.
But I had set it as an attack.
So, like, if it attacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
You should just take things, Nina.
But, I mean, like, I would like to Eldritch Blast
Stop
it,
being
but
honest.
I have to wait for his move.
We're gonna go back.
Yeah, start playing my version of D&D.
Okay, and now everyone can roll for initiative. And with that, as everyone starts to roll for initiative, we are going to leave it for this week. So join us next week as we experience the exciting battle with this giant frog creature, and we'll see how our heroes do. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and come back next week. Bye, everybody.